Welcome to the Kickstarter page of Motion Picture Martyr. I'm Jacob Cohen, the director and co-writer.
And I'm Joe Barton, the executive producer.
Motion Picture Martyr is about Jimmy Taylor, a struggling filmmaker who sets out to make the world's first snuff film. This was kind of the first idea I ever had in terms of telling a story as a film. Well, Jimmy as a character, I think, represents the darkest part of society we live in, at least, with the cult of fame obsession, and that he's driven to extremes to just leave his legacy and be immortalized, just like how we immortalize these celebrities or these non-celebrities who are famous just for the sake of being famous.
Kind of, we're going for maybe like a Holden Caulfield kind of feel for the character, in which you're not exactly. He's not the most likable guy, but you can't help but somewhat like agree with him.
Begrudgingly agree with him.
Like he definitely has attitudes and opinions that are not really norms of society, but at the same time, there's some type of like inherent, like deep down darkness, in all of us that we kind of had. Jimmy's just. He's unfiltered, which is so much of what the film is about, because there's so many of these kind of 16mm black and white interview sections in which he's literally just talking to the audience, and it's literally just his brain unfiltered. A big portion of the film is this theater that Jimmy is actually the tech manager for, and the lead actress in the play that's being rehearsed is Jessica. And Jessica is kind of this Midwestern girl, kind of naive, very kind-natured, I guess, starting out.
What Jessica is in the film in terms of the plot is the traditional desire to be famous. And then you have this other character named Tommy Snaps who is mentally handicapped, and he fits into this twisted triangle that we have of he just wants to be normal, and that's what he desires, and that's his idea of quote-unquote fame.
And there's kind of this hierarchy that goes on in the film, because you have Tommy, who is just very he doesn't do anything. He works as a janitor. He's very
kind-hearted,
sheltered,
very kind-hearted.
And he's very sheltered, but he thinks Jimmy is great. Even though we see Jimmy as like, well, he's kind of a weird filmmaker and doesn't really have fame. But to Tommy Snaps, Jimmy is fame.
For those of you who don't know how Kickstarter works, you see it and you're like, oh, what is it? It's an all or nothing program where we try to raise the $14,000 by August 12th. But it's an all or nothing program, so if we don't raise the money by then, we get nothing.
Which I think is really great, because that way you, the donor, that way you, the donor, know that that the money is going towards the film, because we would not put an amount that we knew we couldn't make this film with. So once we hit our goal, that we now have everything that we need to make this movie. We have a great crew, we have a great DP, we have a great producer, we have a great executive producer, and it's all there. Just with your help and with anything that you can give, whether it's small, big, medium, extra large, supersized, any amount, it's going to help us out. And we got a lot of great incentives, a lot of really cool stuff. Jimmy Taylor he's going to invade your virtual space. So check it out, watch the trailer, watch some videos, keep up with us, Facebook us, Twitter us. We'll talk to you. We'll hang out. We won't hang out. I'm not gonna hang out. Yeah.
Jimmy doesn't hang out.
Jimmy doesn't hang out. That'd be cool if I went to people's houses as Jimmy. That'd be the worst.
$1,000 to get dinner with Jimmy.
It would be the worst time.
$2,500 dinner with Jimmy Taylor. He may or may not.
Jimmy will make the dinner.
He may or may not kill you.
Just do not ask him what it's.
I'll make the dinner.